Actually, not my information. My buddy's information is on the table. First things first, my name's Kenneth Bird, and the company's Black Series Edition LLC. We also, too, on our side, we build PCs and work on some other crazy projects. So, I have to do this video again because I'm looking at the card. I'm thinking, this isn't mine card. This is my buddy's card. It was over here because we ordered some food while we were in the office, and he left his card here. So I'm gonna have to go over there and give him back his card. He can come pick it up. I'm thinking it's mine. It's not mine. I have a black debit card. That's not my card. Oh, here's my Wells Fargo card. Okay, I was looking for that too. All right, we got a recap on this. All right, so we're building a vegetable oil cool PC with a submarine in it, and apparently I'm going over all my parts that I need to put this together. So far we're going to be putting in. We already have the motherboard comes with the. We found a nice motherboard that comes with the RAM, 16 gigabytes of RAM. So that's 8 gigs on each side. That's fantastic. We're going to buy RAM. Motherboard's pretty cool. It has a little miniature PCI slot that's going to allow us to run the power. I can't think of it. The power button, the Doomsday power button, which is around $40. And I was going to put a new video card in, but the video card is going to be too wide. It's definitely going to bump the sub. So we definitely have to put in the 1050s actually work quite fine. We have a power supply. We're going to be swapping out on this PC for this one over here. So we already have the power supply in the video card cases right there, and power switches to cut it on, of course. The hard drive we're going to go with is 2 terabytes of solid state drives. That's $95. The i7 is $85. I'm going to get a 3770, which is good for what we need to do. And let me see. Oh, yeah, motherboard is 63. So let me grab my phone on the floor so we can get that done. I got to contact him. He left his card. I'm thinking it's my black. I got a black debit card. I'm thinking it's mine. It's not. It's his. So I got to contact him. No, he left his card here because he was in here joking around with me. And I was showing him some of the stuff I'm working on. To order some food. That's a cool thing about my office. People can come over and chill. But anyway, let him know that your card is here. He's probably looking all over for things. He lost it out in the street. Alright. Send him a text, let him know. And then go in and he can come pick it up. Because I'm going to be here late. I got to go in here and I got to size out this case. And I got to cut the case. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, owner was in here. He saw the PC over, the frozen PC over. He was like, "Whoa, what is that?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's a new PC. It's all out." He says, "Oh, so many questions. I love when people ask questions. It's outside the rack. Can it be damaged?" It's like, "No, it can't be damaged in any way whatsoever. Nothing can happen to it. It works perfectly fine. You know, you can run it. PC parts all out in the open." Let me see. Okay, send him. Come by and pick up. And if he's coming by, pick up. Bring pizza. Definitely bring pizza. I got urgent pizza so bad today. And I had a headache in between the allergies. Man, I walked outside. I got jacked up when I walked outside. I was like, oh, this is not good. So I'm going to tell him bring pizza. White pizza. So I don't like the sauce. There's one spot I like to go to. So he drives anyway. He go down and pick it up for me. I want a large. Okie doke. Yeah, everything happens for a reason. I ain't got to go get pizza because he can go pick it up for me. It all works out. I just basically, well, he had money on him anyway. I was going to send him money, but I'll pay him when he gets over here. All right, let me see. I'm going to add this up on our sub here. Now, the paint job and all, we're definitely going to have to use a clear caulking for that because you have to make it look like it's corroded. As a matter of fact, while we're in here, I need to look at my submarine. Let me see. Submarine. toy submarine. Ooh. I want something that's really crazy realistic, because we got to paint it up. It's got to look, we can paint it up and make it look real. It's not, I'm not feeling it. It's a certain look I'm looking for. Or submarine. No, let's go over here and get this over here top here, bring up what I want. See if that looks more realistic. Oh, I like the way that looks. It's got a bit of a kind of a space age look to it. Something crazy. Let me hold this one. That happened to me one time. I had debit cards on the table and I was doing the video and I was like, oh shoot. I had to delete the video, go in and cancel the cards, get new ones sent out. Oh, I like how this one's designed. I like that. It's too busy. It's doing too much, but still I like that kind of design. Or we're not putting anything together. Told you, when you start seeing stuff like this, I mean something bigger is coming behind it. Yep, it's always like that. That's like in the movie Twins. That's the first time I ever saw an automatic shotgun. I've never seen one before. But the Hitman and Twins had an automatic shotgun. You slapped the cartridge in it, choked that sucker, and I was like, oh shoot, that's an automatic shotgun? And look now, it's automatic shotguns. That's the first time I saw one. Watching the movie Twins. Big milk carton clip. Oh, we got to put it together? Oh, man. It's Lego. I mean, Legos don't get along. $129 to destroy somebody that are new. Better drill holes into this thing. Alright, I've seen something close to what I want. I'm going to go back and get that one and modify that one. It's got a kind of a space nuclear look to it. Oh, you gotta build it with Legos. I had a friend of mine who was good at building with Legos. I can't do it. I don't get Legos, I just don't get it. Some people are really good at it. I don't get it at all, period. tell you one thing, that Harry Potter's a beast. You ever seen that freaking Harry Potter Lego set? Good gracious. Who the freak put that one together? That's insane. That's a pretty big one. I think I'm going to go with that other one. We saw that first one. I like that one. So that's what I'm going to modify. I was looking at this one, but no, I'll say it. It's too, I don't know what the word I want to use for it. This one. I won't be doing any of that in there, but I just want to get an idea of how big this thing is. It's actually a perfect size. Yeah, it's a fantastic size. It's not too big. It's not too small. Perfect size. Don't need any of that. We do going to install lights onto it. Do have to do a wire job. Take it apart, wire things into it. We got a yellow one. We don't want the yellow one. Camouflage. Got a black one. We got to repaint it anyway. Has to be all repainted. Ooh, look at that one. For a minute outside. We got here. Toy nuclear submarine. Yeah, but why does this thing look like an airplane too? It's supposed to transform into a plane. Like, what the heck is all that? Oh, the compartment is opened up to see what's inside. Okay. It does have a better structured look to it, I'll tell you, than the other ones do. It's huge. I don't think that thing's gonna fit in that case. It's cool, but I don't think it's gonna fit in that case. $33. This thing is 15 inches. 15 inches. Let me see. You don't hear this bad rattle like treats. I just gave you treats, you joker. I just gave you treats. 15 inches. Oh, come on. Come in there. Measure and tape. No. Measure tape. There. What's stuff in your house? Geez. What's stuff in your house? What? Alright, let's think here. Where do we put the measuring tape at? It's got to be somewhere that we have a habit of putting things at. Where do we put it at? I call myself putting things up so I don't lose them. And I end up losing things when I put them up. Let me see what's back here. Cardboard. I don't know. I learned have lost so many measuring tapes. I've had about 4 or 5 of them. I keep track of them. I keep them in different parts of the house when I had the house. And I still would lose these things. I have 4 or 5 of them laying around. We lose them. It's supposed to be down here in a big drawer with all my stuff. It's not treats, man. I knew you coming out here. It's not treats. I'm looking for something. You had treats already. Found it. You had treats already. I gave you treats already. Get treats later on. We go back to the place. Get treats all day long. You didn't hear something open. I swear I saw this freaking meme where this woman said the minute she opens up anything, her cat's eyes light up like they're breaking to go Super Sam over some food. This thing is 15 feet and 40 inches. That thing's about that freaking long. That thing is huge. I told you it's huge. It's bigger than the case. There's no way in the world it's going to fit. It's nice. I love it. But there's no way in the world that's going to fit. That thing is huge. It's not going to work. Nope, it's too big. Kind of like this design where it's going at. How big do we have here? It's got wheels on the bottom of it. That's definitely not going there. I'm about to send the wheels on the bus go round and round. I think our best bet was the other one. Yeah, it's a building set. We're not building jack. Definitely not building that. Building block set. Why are the good ones? The beautiful ones are all building block sets. Just need a submarine. That one's too big. Alright, so I guess it was that one. Let me see, I went back to how big is this one? This one is, let me see, I did it by centimeters. Why can't we just go by, 5.9 inches, let's see, 5.6 inches? Jeez, that's too small. Nope, that's too small, too big, too small, it's too small. That's not gonna work. That's definitely not gonna work. That's too small. We need it just, let me see. It's not a bad size. Oh, they're tiny. They're small. .9 inches. Nope. Too small. It's the building block system. Building block systems look the best. These things are nice, but it's too big. It's way too big for what we need. I'm gonna have to go with this guy right here. Oh no, you're gonna be tiny. 6'3". So 6 inches. Yeah, 6. Alright. 6. No, there's no way the work can be that big. Has to be somewhere in this size right here. Here we go. Let's say roughly about that size. Let me see. That's not a bad size, I'll tell you honestly. It's right there. Yeah, but I don't want it to touch for once. I want it to be suspended in the middle, so 6 and 3 inches, 6 and 3 inches. So it's actually a perfect size. Even lights up in the front. Not a bad size. 6 inches. Let me see if I got one at 6 inches. 6 inches wouldn't be a bad size. 7 wouldn't be a bad size either. 7 would be nice. Between 6 and 7 would be perfect. That's what we would need. 6 and 7 would be perfect. This is also perfect right here. That's a perfect size for this one. $13. Nope, that's too big. Not have much information on you, do you? Okay. So that one so far, this one so far is winning it. 6 to 7 inches is what we need. We can just add our modifications for it. It's going to be nuclear powered anyway. So that generator right there, that system right there, is going to have all kinds of uranium rods and all that to power it. And we're going to run our system like these out of the side of this here, and a backup generator in the back of it. We have that nice little slot down there. We're going to put down there a 4 USB unit that's going to connect back into the motherboard, and that's going to allow us to run these units. They're going to push back in here, come back out, connect the little box, and connect right into the sub. As if they're powering the sub. The nuclear energy charging our sub. It's ready for battle. I was going to do a sunken one, but I decided to do something even better. Put our sub down there. This is actually a good size right here. We found one. And we have to do a repaint job on it because there's no way in the world we're going to put that in there. Definitely have to do a paint job, make it look more realistic. Give it a little rust, a little beat to it a little bit, just a little bit to our sub. Didn't we see this one already? 5. This ain't even big enough. 5 is too short. We need between 6 and 7. And this one was actually quite better. Man, I can't stand buying. I never had a pinata before, but I know I don't like. I'd rather fill my own pinata than the day. I do not want to buy a self-fill pinata. Never put the good candy in there. Put junky candy in there. There's good candy, there's bad candy. And trust me, if you've had bad candy, you will never forget bad candy as long as you live. So you gotta do it yourself. Put the good candy in there. Oh, we got missiles, torpedoes, man. We can put a couple of wrecked torpedoes down there. Some duds down there. That is freaking sick. Hook these up. Oh, look at that. Man, yeah, we definitely got to put a couple of dud torpedoes down there. Definitely. Put you over here. Got to put some duds in there. Definitely. We got to have where the wires and everything are hanging out of it. Man, there's so much cool stuff, man, we could do with a tank. That's why I got to do me a bigger tank. Not here, but if I do me a much bigger tank, man, and I had the room for it, man, I would have multiple subs in there. Subs on this side, subs on this side, and I would definitely put in a minefield in there. It'd be sick. Maybe a little cracking in the corner somewhere. Just have it all displayed in there. All in their vegetable. Yeah, this is the one I saw with the two propellers. Did I say this one right? 4.8 inches. Nah, too small. Way too small. That work. Oh, tank. Tank a lot. Tank up. Ooh. $60, but we're not putting this thing together, are we? How big is it? Sub 2. Okay. We're doing too much. Oh, man. We're putting this thing together. Oh, heck no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Not putting anything together. Bad enough, we got to put everything else together. Page. This is why we need Toys R Us back. I can walk into Toys R Us, get all kinds of cool stuff for building props. All kinds of cool stuff. Let me get the Cyberpunk piece of the build. We need to build a Jaws PC. That'd be funny. We're gonna cutting a boat in half. And a giant shark in there. That'd be cool. Yeah, all this just to find the perfect. I mean, I already found one. It's perfect. It'll do just fine. I'm always just seeing if I have an option here. Oh wow, that looks like the machine from the Metal Slug. It looks just like it. Metal Slug. Let me see. Model. We're not putting this thing together, are we? Tell me we're not putting this thing together. And it's pretty good. It's good size too. This one's 46. Kind of like. I don't know. Kind of swinging toward which one, both of these. Hopefully this is not a kit. We're not putting this thing together, are we? What's your size on this thing? I like it. Jeez, that's 148 for that baby right there. We are not trying to wreck something and put it in like that. Good thing we don't have time travel. Can you imagine somebody going back to like the 16th century with a nuclear sub? Man, that'd be a massacre. There's nowhere nobody would find it. Well, you can wipe out an entire fleet. Easy. Even if you were to, I mean, I think basically, I don't know, would a cannon breach the hull of a sub? At the end of the day, that'd be interesting, but still, you wouldn't be able to find that thing. I mean, boats being made out of wood, and you're made out of steel or some titanium structure. At that particular point, I wouldn't even waste the ammo, man. I just have this huge, massive laser on the top, like a freaking shark fin, and just run right through your boat. Just be no point. My structure alone could take it out. So it'd just be no point just taking out boats. The last thing you see is this huge laser coming at you and just cut your boat clean in half. But man, this is the reason why I'm glad we don't have any form of time travel, because you know it's going to happen. Someone would go back and like, you know what, we can change history. You ever seen that movie that came out about this aircraft carrier that went through what did it go through? They went through some kind of storm, but they ended up in freaking like in I can't think of the date. Oh, for a minute. They went through something. They traveled through time. Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor. That's what I'm forgetting. It's not Pearl Harbor, but let's go back here. Basically, it's an old movie, but it's about a storm that they had, and they actually ended up through time, and they ended up in the time of Pearl Harbor. So you got a freaking ship that's light years away, and they could have changed the tide of history, but they can't. Everything was supposed to happen the way it was supposed to happen. His grandfather was supposed to die. All that's supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen. But anyway, yeah, they had a little dogfight up there. They was flying up there, they're scouting. Sent the airplanes out there to scout to see exactly where they're at, because they didn't recognize anything at all. The waters, everything went different. And they ran into some Japanese enemies, and yeah, they destroyed them like they were nothing. Like they could have, honestly, they could have avoided making contact with them, because they would never catch them at the end of the day. You know what I mean? They're using propellers and they're using jets, so they would have never caught them at the end of the day. But somebody let their emotions get the most of them, and they said make them disappear, and they disappeared. They took out the jets when they first flew over top, and they were like, "What the freak is that?" They couldn't understand what it was. They couldn't catch up, couldn't keep up with it. They were just playing games with them. But yeah, that would be. No, that's like Time Cop. That's like Time Cop. The guy who basically who went back in the future and got super high tech weapons and came back to the past and was robbing the freaking stagecoaches full of gold. He was taking gold. And he was robbing stagecoaches, and you got one man sitting in the middle of the path, and you got the army in front of him that have all this gold. And the guy was like, "Give me your gold," and the guy was like, "Just you by yourself? That's you?" And the guy was like, "Okay." He pulled out the freaking weapons, and lasers came out. And he shot that whole group up, killed all of them, even the horses. He killed everything, and took the gold and left. So I was like, wow. But would there ever be time travel? Nah. I don't think we're gonna ever have time travel. I don't think God will let us have it. You know why? We do dumb stuff. That's why. It's bad enough he let us have nuclear energy. Look what we did with that. We turned it into a bomb. We're kids at the end of the day. We can't have stuff like that. We'll kill ourselves. We will literally kill ourselves. We'll do something stupid along the way, and we will kill ourselves. You go back in time, you do something stupid, you do know you affect the outcome of whatever happens in the future. You disrupt it. Can't go back. You can't touch nothing. Now you can take trash, as I said before. That's what I would do. I would just take trash, because again, I just sell it in this time and make a lot of money. That's what I would do. Most people will probably go back and see how the lottery tickets are all being made. The different ways people would go back to try to figure out exactly like how to win the lottery, how to win horse races, stuff like that, because you would know the future. You'd be like ahead of everybody else. But still, that still would be tampering with time, so you can't do that either. Can't get involved with anything. That's like the joint on Futurama, where they were traveling through time, and they had a part where he basically bumped into Adolf Hitler giving off a speech, and the guy was like, "Wait a minute!" It was like, "Wait a minute! I gotta do something." Pulls this giant laser and just takes up the whole section, just kills him. And they said, "Okay, we're good. We'll move on." Yeah, but you can't do that. Can't do that. Kind of jacked up, but you can't. Can't disrupt anything at all, period. Can't touch. We can touch, I say you can steal trash because no one's going to see trash missing. But I would say anything else, you're not going to do it. Like Homer Simpson in the toaster, he went back and he sneezed and all the dinosaurs died. And he said, oops. Yeah, can't be going on doing that. Nobody can't see you. Can't see. You got to blend in with the group. Can't come in there because then they'll write about you and then you'll be in the history books. About some weird guy who popped up with a phone and had instruments and things and music playing out of it. Yeah, you'll be all through the history books just by your phone. Pull out your phone by accident. They go, what the freak is that? Yeah, don't go back too far because then they may think you're a witch and then you really have some problems on your hands. But yeah, you'll go back and you'll change time. So all you can do is just watch and observe. So all you can do. 12 inches. Jeez. This is absolutely perfect. It's just too big. It's not going to fit in there. Oh man, it's a nice one. But it's just fun to think about it. I would go to the future, like the very, very future. I'm just curious what happens in the future. And the jacked up thing about it is, it could be bad, it could be good. Like you don't even know. Don't even know. The future is an iffy place. You don't know. Like people think, in the future, go back and it'll be flying cars and all that. Heck, it could be nuclear war and we could have giant roaches the size of Volkswagens. It could just go in that direction. So you know what I mean? You don't know. Don't know. I know they basically painted up that way, like Buck Rogers, you watch Buck Rogers and he basically travels through time as he gets caught up in some kind of space warp. Finds out everybody he's known is all dead and he's the only one alive and he's like his old man, but he's actually a young man, which is pretty crazy on that one. Did you ever look at Twinkie's head on Buck Rogers? Like, really, did you look at Twinkie's head? That had to be an inside joke. It had to be an inside joke. But anyway, it happened. But yeah, I like Battlestar Galactica. I love the freaking armor, man. The little light bouncing back and forth, man. The armor was so freaking shiny. But, yeah, I guess. Can't go back in time because you let your emotions get the best of it and you end up messing something up. And we will mess things up. We'll do it. We'll mess stuff up. Oh, I like this thing right here. Look at that. We got to get the bottom to look something like that. We have to work on that, get that structure done that way. I think that's what they had. What Van Damme, they had time clock. They had police to go in and monitor to make sure no one was going back in time and jacking stuff up. Like you had the ability to travel through time, but you were monitored. Couldn't do certain things, and people were going back and breaking laws. So I think like that one guy who basically attacked that entire army with them freaking high-tech weapons. We got a new Gethsemane shop. I think it's the only one we can find so far. This is the builded. The builded ones are the best ones. They're the best ones. Literally, the best ones are the ones you build. Oh, army men. Oh my goodness, I love having army men. Then you get older and you step on one and you realize the pain you cause other people. Yeah, that's the best one we have right there. It's a perfect size. All the rest of them are too big. And this one is a freaking $100-something in a drop in vegetable oil. We got to cut it open. We're going to basically pin it down. So we have to cut open and basically weight it down. Yeah, I would go back to the very future, to like the future, and see exactly what happened. Like, what did we become? What happened to us? I mean, heck, we could have gotten basically the ability to fly to other planets, which, kind of interesting because if there's nothing out there, I mean, pretty much we'd just be repopulating planets. That's pretty much it. Can you imagine? People want to talk about going to other planets. What about the bacteria that's on other planets? We're used to the bacteria. Actually, technically, we're not, but we are in a certain way. There's still stuff on the planet that can kill us, but still, I'd rather have stuff on this planet try to kill us than stuff on some freaking different world try to kill us. And God knows what that stuff could do to you at the end of the day. So if we starting off with numbers, this is the RX-76. Like, what the freak is that? Like, it's a whole new different, the variant of virus. Basically, it thinks. You imagine hearing some crap like that. Like, I have what in me? You got the variant that thinks. Yeah, you want to go to other planets and start visiting stuff and digging up all kinds of stuff, man. No, no, no. I'm telling you, I think I'm obsessed with the theory of living under the ocean. I am. I don't see why it's not possible. I think we ought to do it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I can't think of anything worse that could possibly happen. Don't say sea monsters because again, if sea monsters were that, dude, I know there's something down in the ocean. There's big fish down there. But if that's the case, we just saw those things every day. We see more whales at the end of the day than we see actual giant squids. So yeah, you know. But it's possible. I would love it at the end of the day. I would definitely love it. I think it'd be amazing. But you know they're gonna tax you. They're gonna definitely tax you. It's greed. The government's gonna get down there like, I don't tax you for this. They charge you for air because you know you need air to breathe down there. You're not gonna charge you for that mess at the end of the day. That'd be crazy. Anything that people need, they'll figure a way to charge you for it. They'll figure a way to charge you for it. If you need it, they'll figure a way to charge you for it. But it'd be pretty cool. But technically, you don't have to live within the city because you can basically venture out. You can build the same structure that the city has. Ventilation air system, that's pretty easy to have. And basically the dome and all that stuff, that's pretty easy. And hydroelectric energy unit, which is also easy to use, so you can just venture out somewhere else. Because I wonder if that theory is true about another layer. What movie was that? That was Megalodon 2. That's what it was. I like 3. I like the first one better. Megalodon 2, but they had that extra layer of water. You go down, it goes deeper. It's a whole nother world down there. But then you don't know. Ocean's unexplored. I still can't believe that these guys got on a submarine with a freaking joystick controller in it. It just baffles me on that one. That's way too much trust. I'm never trusting anybody that much. And people laugh about that. They think it's funny. These guys got killed. They got crushed. And what makes it jacked up is the fact that you would think they would make a better decision in getting in something like that. These guys were millionaires at the end of the day. Either one was a billionaire or something. They were crazy rich. But anyway, they didn't get that way by making bad decisions. That's the part that gets me. I would have never gotten that thing to begin with. One of the guy, the engineer, they fired the engineer. I mean, come on, they tell you they fired the engineer. The guy was giving a warning. It's like, don't get in this thing. And they fired him. That's all I need to know. I'm going. That's it. There's no way in the world I'm getting in that thing. You've got to be crazy. And they're going to go see the Titanic. Do you have any idea how far the Titanic sits in the ocean? You mean to tell me the hull is not even, it's not even titanium. It's freaking plastic. He got most of the parts from Walmart. You hear about the camera system? Basically, he got it from scraps from Walmart and stuff like that. First things first, how did even any of that pass? Are you kidding me? Let me get this straight. If you want to put a freaking pool in your backyard, you got to go through so much freaking paperwork through zoning. It's not even freaking funny. They act like you're building a nuclear power plant back there. But you mean to tell me a billionaire can build a freaking trash can with a remote control controller and get convince a bunch of people to go down 12,000 feet? Are you kidding me? And they let that pass? There you got to tell you money right there. Money will let anything pass. Literally, money will let anything pass. That thing should have never been able to pass Jack. They should have halted that thing from the minute and said, look, we got to look over this from the door. How did he even get clearance to get away with that? I don't even know. And yeah, they should sue him. I mean, even though he's not there anymore, they need to be sued because, again, it's a lot of questions. A lot of people need to be. It's not just him. They need to dig through whoever gave clearance for that thing to go through. How is that possible? Money. Somebody got paid to turn it the other way. Because how did it pass? That's like crazy. Like, hey, I want to build a new Titanic completely made out of notebook paper in plastic bags. But if you got money, other people will look the other way. Even his chief engineer was saying, no, I wouldn't even get on that thing at the end of the day. Your chief engineer is telling you he's not going to get on something. I'm not getting on it either. So how in the world did something like that pass? Money. People look the other way. Classic nuclear submarine building blocks. Jeez, the building blocks are the best ones. I don't know. It's crazy. Should have never went down that way to begin with. I will never get on no freaking man-made submarine. The only submarines I get on is these at the end of the day. I would trust one of these, any one of these at the end of the day. Then basically something with a game controller? Jeez. This is what happens when you become self-pride, too puffed up in yourself. Because I'm pretty sure people told him, no, don't do this. It's a bad idea. No, don't do this. Is a bad idea. And you think you know it all. Yeah, he knew better than that. And he dragged other people into it. And they should have known better, too. The one kid, I feel sorry for him. He was in his 20s. He got on it. He got on it for his dad. He got it for a Father's Day present for his dad. That's just messed up. Yeah, it took 5 people with him. I think there's 5 people passed away like that. Yeah. He definitely underestimated the ocean. He definitely did. And besides, I look at it this way. Titanic is cursed. It's a cursed ship. It is. That guy made a statement he should have never ever made. You don't challenge God like that. You kind of asking for it. You don't sit there and say not even God himself can sink this ship. You literally put a curse on the ship right there from the door. So you want to go visit something in the ocean that's cursed. Have divers. Let me see for a minute. Let me see. What has visited the Titanic? Has anybody visited the Titanic? Well, they had to find it, of course. Yes, people have visited the Titanic and have discovered it in 1985. Yeah, because salvagers, research and salvagers may research and blah, 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 blah. 1907, fewer than 250 people in the world have visited the shipwreck. Wow, that's crazy, ain't it? Fewer than 250. Well, you'd have to be an expert diver. You really would have to be. Do you have to be an expert diver to travel 250,000 feet under the ocean? Oh, sorry, I said 2,050. That's way too far, isn't it? Do you have to be an expert diver to travel 12,000 feet into the ocean? How deep? Fear. 12 meters. So 12 meters. I'm sorry, I'm at 12 meters. Certifieds can run, instructors can do 12 meters. Let me see how I'm going to get this right. How many meters is the Titanic under? I think they go by meters. All right, so Titanic is around 3,800 meters, which is basically around 12,500 feet underwater. So, how deep can an expert scuba diver swim under the ocean? I know I butchered the crap out of that. Divers say how depth is 130 feet. They could hit it. Let me see. Can a diver swim to the Titanic? No, people cannot dive. Okay, you get scuba dive. I'm way off on that one. No, people cannot scuba dive to the Titanic because the wreck is located at the depth requires a special equipment and training. Bum, 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 bum. So they went by sub. Challenge to deep dive. September is not. Oh man, that's crazy. It's crazy that it sunk. And you know, it's interesting that when that ship sunk, it could have sunk in a number of places that would have made it less than 38 meters. A number of places it could have sunk. It went to the deepest part. Not so much the deepest part, but it's down there, down there. You see. How deep is the Mediterranean Trench? Jeez, good gracious. Yeah, 17,100 feet. So, that's deep. That's super, super deep. Okay. You know, there's life down there, right? There's life in the Mediterranean Trench. There is. There's stuff down there. Deepest trench in the world. Marina Trench. Marina Trench. 36,000 feet. Gee whiz Louise. Man, you mess around, find some freaking Pacific Rim down there. Some freaking something down there waiting for you. Yeah. And people understand, they were like, well, is there life down there? Of course there's life down there. There's life everywhere on the planet. The planet is full of life. Just life out in the middle of the desert. In the middle of the desert, you can find all kinds of microscopic organisms out there living out there in the sand and the dirt. It's all kinds of stuff. There's life throughout the entire planet. There are things deep down in the ocean, man, that people just can't even understand. Now, again, I don't think we're going to be 36,000 feet down in that section over there. Like, a city can basically be underwater. It doesn't have to be 12,000 feet underneath. It doesn't have to be that far. You could be way less than that. What I've seen in the underwater, a hotel, it's not even that far down. It really isn't. It's probably like 6 feet down. That's pretty much as far as you're going to go down. Is 6 feet. I say where it hits at, where it caps off, if you stand on top of it, you could probably basically poke your head up. They don't want anything too far down there at the end of the day, because again, anything occurs to swim from here to there, it's going to be a freaking nightmare, because you're going to be down there. So they have to make it so there's a safe point between A and B. But then again, you don't want to be too far up, because basically if tidal waves or anything kick in, you're going to be, your structure will be destroyed by that. So got to be in that sweet spot. But 36,000 feet down there, gee whiz, that's a freaking evil laboratory lab down there waiting for you. And if you ever think it'd be down that far down there, that deep. But yeah, there's creatures down there. There's all kinds of stuff down there that we don't even know about. Because you know what? It's not meant for us to know these things. They said the world is a mystery. There's things that are on this planet that we will never ever see or understand, but they're among us every single day. Now, like I said, people said, well, it's got to be sea monsters down there. A sea monster is not really a sea monster. It's basically a large fish of something you've never seen before. That's what you make in a monster. And like I said, we never saw whales ever. No one ever saw whales. Never ever saw one. And if one of these suckers just happened to pop up on the beach somewhere, what would you say in the day what it is? Sea monster. Big giant creature, huge. You know how you would describe it? Like it had a huge, massive body and a huge tail and everything, and it just gave off this kind of crazy, eerie kind of singing. It's a whale. But we know them now, the whales. But if you never saw them before, you'd be freaking out. That's like if you took somebody from Washington's era and you introduced them to a car, he'd think it was a dragon. At the end of the day, like, oh my goodness, I've seen this weird looking thing, like it roared and it growled and its eyes lit up with fire, the way he would describe it, like, car? Car, yeah. It's a box downstairs and it's speaking, it's talking, and it's captured people. TV? Yeah, that's how they would describe it because they've never seen it before. Now, do I believe that there could be prehistoric creatures down there? Yeah, it's a possibility. Why? Because there's caverns down there. There's caverns under the ocean. They found caverns under the ocean that had all kinds of wildlife and trees and everything growing in a whole nother section under the ocean. So it's possible for us to live under the ocean. Hidden caves with plant life in the ocean. Plant life. Yeah, they found that stuff. I researched that stuff here. They find all kinds. Scuba divers find all kinds of hidden caverns with plant life and everything, growing like untouched. Until we go down there and jack it up. We leave stuff the freak alone. We always mess something up. Like they found some weird hidden cave, like way down in the ocean. It was freaky looking as I don't know what. And some dummy goes, "Oh, we gotta go in there and explore it." Just leave stuff the freak alone. Cause you know you want to unwaken something that was been down there for years and minding his own business, and you want to go in there and poke around a minute. Just leave stuff alone. I understand you got to discover some stuff, but there's just certain things that instinct tells you leave it alone. Just leave it alone. I swear I would smack the crap out of somebody for touching something at the end of the day you shouldn't be touching. And people do that at the end of the day. You see a bell in the middle of the woods, don't go ring it. What's wrong with you? Why would you go ring it? You don't know what that thing's going to summon at the end of the day. Well, you got people dumb enough to do stuff like that. And if you're one of those people, you can't be around me at the end of the day. Nope. No, you can't. Can't be around me. I wonder what this does. Ring it, ring, ring, ring. And we got something weird hunting us in the woods. Like I said, because the world is unexplained. They're just certain places that man is not supposed to go. Like I watch these videos like this, these hidden caverns people will find. And you see these dummies in there jumping off these cliffs into this water, splashing around in it, making all this freaking noise. You don't know what's down there. You don't know what's been living down there before you came in and disrupted whatever sleep it was having. And you're splashing around in all that water, thinking it's not making any noise. You know, noise travels underwater, right? You got a cable underwater. You've watched Jaws, the cable underwater, it's banging on the cable, it vibrates. They can hear it. So you're in there splashing around in the water, and the world is not fully discovered. So people think because you got houses here and there and there that the world's fully discovered. It's not. The world is extremely old, and there are things out there that you don't want to wake up. Even B, let them lay down there. And yeah, you'll have some dummy come over and jump off this cliff, splash all in this water, and wake something up. Thinking, oh, there's nothing down there. We know everything about the world. No, the freak you don't. Shoot, they found a whale that was a shark that was 25 feet long. Out of nowhere, just popped up. 25 feet long whale called Big Blue. They found a shark deep in the ocean. They dubbed the demon shark. This thing is the most creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life. It freaks me out. And this thing is huge. I mean, really huge. It just popped up out of nowhere. They had lost a cage. The cage had disconnected. Look at it. It's called a demon shark. It had disconnected, and it basically, the camera was still on it. And this thing came out of nowhere. They literally thought it was basically part of the rocks, but no, it moved. It was the most ugliest thing I've ever seen. And they nicknamed it a demon shark. What kind of name you going to give a fish like demon at the end of the day? Yeah, look it up on YouTube. They caught it on camera by accident. All kinds of stuff, like your trail cameras. There's all kinds of crazy stories about people seeing things walking in the woods that have been picked up on trail cameras. So yeah, you're not alone at all, period. Just some things happen extremely good. They know how to hide themselves. They find all kinds of rare species. They're still finding rare species on the earth. Rare species on the earth. Finding leopards, all kinds of stuff, rhinoceros, things they've never even seen before that have been here since the beginning of time. They just happen to pop up. Freak you out. And we didn't even know that even existed. Heck, there's stuff on the earth that basically has been documented that we still don't even know about. I bumped into a couple animals I didn't even think existed that somebody has found. Look, a list of 100 of endangered, but these are basically strange species they found on the earth. Yeah, you'd be surprised. So, you find something that's been untouched by man. It's been out there for the longest time, and you go jumping around, splashing in the water, thinking, "Come on, the water feels fine." How many times you heard that line before? And it's like, "Oop," goes missing. Like, what the freak? Where'd she go? Water just be still as still can be. Like they found this thing called copperhead. Copperhead. What's it called? No, it's not a copperhead. It's a eel. Copperhead.
According to Wikipedia, the eastern copperhead, also known simply as the copperhead, is a species of venomous snake.
Yeah, I know, because I bumped into one by accident. Literally in Delaware, we found this snake, and yeah, we should have been dead, but we didn't die. We could have been bit easily. We found it, put it in a bag, and found out later on it was a venomous snake. Didn't even know that at all. Here, when we were kids, I literally forgot about that nonsense that went on. Yeah, we found a snake. We found a snake over in the Delaware, down in Brandywine, and we picked it up. We were able to pick it up, put it in a bag. I don't know how it didn't get bitten and didn't die from it, but we took it up to a guy. It was this heavyset black kid. He was real smart. He knew about all that kind of stuff. We took it over to him. And he looked at it. He said, "Oh, shoot, the freak you got in the bag." So he saw the body. He said, "No, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up." He got a trash can and put it on top of it. And I said, "What is it? What is it?" He said, "You got a venomous snake in there." Now, somebody must have had it as a pet or whatever, because they're not known in Delaware, but we found one. I never forget that thing got out and took off across the street and got hit by a car. It's gross. The way it died was so nasty, but yeah. We had a venomous snake in there. It was a copperhead. But there's another one. Let me see. Snakehead is something weird. It's an eel. Can't think of the name of it. Let's see. What's a copperhead? It's like copperhead eel. I can't think of the name of it. They banned them. You can't have them. It's something weird that popped up when they found it in Texas. Can't think of the name of this weird looking thing. It was something weird they found. I don't know where it came from. I'll tell you one thing. Out there in Chernobyl, where they had the nuclear reactor incident out there, there have been stories about things out in the woods that ain't right. And radiation poison, deformation, all that stuff. Yeah, there's things out there that some people have found two-headed wolves and stuff like that out there. Copperhead. It's okay. No, I said copperhead already. It's a copperhead? Copperhead eel? What's the name of this creepy looking thing? Yeah, watch it kind of be there like, yeah, that's it. That's what it's supposed to be. It was something really creepy looking, but yeah, these things are really eerie looking. Can't think of the name of it. Dangerous eels. Ooh, man. I don't know how you guys who scuba dive be out here swimming around. These things are jumping. Let me see. Let me see. Where's your calculator, buddy? Let me see. We got for you. 85. Plus 95. And we have everything else we got. And the operating system we have to get. So I'll get that later on the side. So that doesn't count for what we have. So $289 is going to cost us to put that thing together. Because we have the power supply video card, we already have that ready, so we're good. And we have the case, we're going to convert that into a case. So with the button, motherboard that comes with the RAM already, so we have to buy that. The i7, which is $85, and the 2 terabytes solid state, which is $95. Power supply we have, we're going to swap that out because I definitely need to go in. And I already picked up my submarine. So what's the submarine we're going to get? I think it's this one over here, right? We're going to be getting, it's a perfect size too. Isn't it? Where'd it go? Had it down here. I hope that wasn't it. That was like $79. Yeah, the builds, man. The builds look so amazing. The blocks look awesome. Look at that. That looks awesome. But it's a block system. I can't build for jack. Freaking much more. 140 bucks. We're not definitely not doing that. But I saw one that's actually perfect. The size it was. Maybe we can go back and find it. There it is. I think this is it right here. If I find something at another website, this is for right now. I like this one right here. Let me see. What's the height on this thing? Actually, with this one? Let me show you. What's the height on it? Yeah, 6.3 inches. This one's 26. This one's got to have something better than that. Toy Submarine. I'm gonna spend that much money on a machine, but I'm basically dunking a vegetable. I need something more personalized. Do we have to build a submarine? Well, we got the block system. It's funny because I don't want to build a block, but I'll literally build a submarine. Wind up toys. $119. Literally, that is way too much. Jeez. Man, really? No one makes a submarine? Like a basic submarine? I mean, I'm looking at this one right here. And that's at Walmart. You couldn't pay me enough money to go through Walmart. This one's on Amazon. So I guess we'll go with this one. I guess we're the one we're going to get. I wish it was a little bit bigger in size. That'd be nice. I do like the design to it. It's so nice. This one I was for something in height. Let me see. I love how they make the remote control look so huge. Like, look at the remote control, it's gigantic. Do it all that big. Let me see. Yeah, but I want measurements. We have measurements on this thing? Come on now. This mini, it's not that big. Oh, it's the size of that remote control because the size of it in the hand. Yeah, 6.7 inches, 6.7 inches. That ain't bad, 6.7 inches. That's not a bad size. Actually, it's a good size right there. That's not a bad one either. That's actually pretty good. Man, that's why I'm probably going to spend $100 for this sub. I know myself at the end of the day because I want that detail. I want that detail to it. That's the part that drives me nuts. I just want that detail to it. I'm not seeing what I see in my head. That's the part that's driving me nuts. So I'm probably gonna spend $100 for a freaking submarine to stick into. Oh, yeah, I paid about almost like $100 something dollars for the Big Daddy. Oh, I can't get what I want. Detailed submarine toy. I wonder what eBay has. eBay would have something better than this. I know they would have something better. Somebody got something better on here. Let's see. eBay would definitely have something better. best place to go to find stuff that you can't. You can find eBay. Will definitely have something over here. Amazon, I got jacked. That's what eBay has. See, that's something like that I'm talking about. Something different. How big is this thing? This thing is a good size too. Oh, it's 11 inches. Yeah, it's huge. It's not going to fit in the tank. But it's perfect size too. But this is where to go to. Because they would have it. Ooh, man, that's a classic. I don't want to drop that in there. Cat screwed that. Look at that. That's funny. Taco. That'd be you. All right, let's just put down. Whoa, what was that down there? Ooh, man, it's $178 to That's a real submarine right there for it. Not like a remote control one. $3D printed submarine. You gotta be kidding me. I'll buy a bunch of these, man. I gotta contact this guy. He could do me put me up with some stuff I may need. I'll pay him. Yeah, I like this. This is cool. This is exactly what I was looking at. Just like this, streamlined. Let me put that over there. Let me see if I can reach out and contact him. See if he can basically print me up some customized parts. Definitely, I like that. He'll get a lot of business from me. Definitely. Definitely a lot of business from me because I can get him to build some real nice stuff I need. See? That's what I'm saying. This is why I should have went to eBay first. Not expensive, not too expensive, but I remember I bought a joystick from a guy. It was broken too, it didn't work. Didn't need it. I need the parts from it. You know, buy. No problem. Ooh. Oh, it's coming from China. Dang, it'll take too long to get here. Let me put down here U.S. orders only. Let me see, U.S. orders only. Boom. Alright. Yeah, that definitely would have been perfect. Have to look like that whole R-Star Blazers. R-Star Blazers. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We're lost in outer space. I guess I never watch it. I might watch the R-Star Blazers. Wow, that sub is $1,500. That's big. That's a big sub, man. But I like the design of it. How big is it? Please tell me so. I kind of like that design to it. I like it. restoration project. People bring things back to life. I like those commercials. I like those videos. Those videos are freaking amazing. I'm gonna get me this toy laser gun. I'm gonna convert it. I'm gonna actually basically paint it to make it look like it's an old-fashioned gun. Oh, I can't wait to get rid of this thing done so we can get the table done. The monitor is killing me. I put my yellow shades on to wear these things so it block the light. I can look at the monitor. Can't wait to get rid of it. Well, we need it for something else, but still. I don't like it. It gives me headaches. Alright, so what is the size of this thing? You're not giving me a proper measurement of this thing. True Hill Submarine. He's not giving me. I don't care if it doesn't work. It's on sitting vegetable oil. I just need to see this thing. Basically, what's the size of it? Because it looks pretty big by the box. It is what I think it is. I think these things are huge. Some measurements on this thing. See if someone has an idea what this thing is. Oh, that's the action figure. This thing might be bigger than it might be huge.
When I was very small, growing up in the very late 90s and the very early 2000s, my limited vocabulary and my power to describe things, I told my parents that I wanted a toy submarine. With that tiny bit of information and the fact that I was crazy about Hot Wheels at the time, they got me this, a Hot Wheels rendition of a submarine. It was a good effort, and I love this little thing very much, until I passed it on to my younger cousins. But I wasn't distracted from my ultimate goal.
I like it. I like everything about it. It's freaking cool. It's got a nice retro style to it. How big is this thing? I mean, I hope it's not too big. Oh man, this guy's gonna read a book on this thing. Just tell me what it is, not a review. Just show me. I'm impatient, people. We get started ready from the door.
Now, this is a submarine. How can you go wrong? This is the closest thing to a true Whittington scale attack sub we're probably ever going to get, and notwithstanding any scale figures, since the G.I. Joe released 20 years prior to this true heroes sub. What the hell?
This thing was at Toys R Us. I got a funny feeling. I think I know what it is. I think this thing is pretty big.
This should have been a no-brainer. Some might recommend the USS Tiger Shark, but that's really stretching it. As much as they tried to make it fit in, the vehicles from the G.I. Joe Funrise line were not exactly 3 3/4 inch friendly. As a kid growing up in the early 2000s, I would have loved this thing. Now, as stated, it's unique, and there's not much else like it. I can use that alone.
Nothing there. There's nothing there on it. The space is just moving on. How big is it? That's what I need to know exactly. How big is these things? I think I might know. This thing might be huge. All right, just a commercial on this thing. I think this thing is bigger than I think it is. Because they're putting the army in there. Yeah, I thought so. This thing is huge. I look at this thing like, yeah, I know this thing has got to be huge. It's perfect. It's beautiful, but man, it's way too big. That thing will never fit in that tank over there. But I like the style. I like the design. I mean, I understand his passion for it and all. Sorry about that, people. I just sometimes I get a little impatient. I just want to get things done. But, you know, just, come on, man. Tell me what it is. Tell me. Where did I get back on my submarine? It's right here. Yeah, I know he's got it. That's a nice one, too, but it's not going to be what I would need. So the time we put in here just to find a submarine, yeah, it's like that. Going through parts after parts after parts after parts after parts after parts. Alright, spinach. And I'm going to do that to that. I don't know why you would have that on the side. I'm destined to hunt for a summer. I'm gonna go with that other one. Because that other one basically is the closest I can come to what I need. Everybody else, I mean, that would have been nice. If it was the size of the other submarine, it would have been perfect. Perfect. They're probably going to have to build their own sub. I feel it coming. We're going to have to build a sub. I'd rather not do it that way. I'm pretty sure we can build one. A U-boat. 6 inches. This one's right here. This one he has right here. It's actually pretty perfect. So I might consider that one. He has right here, the one he printed out. That one, man, was over from Japan, man, with China. It was, man, that was actually perfect. That was a nice one. To cut it off the stand though. We're not building any models. Do we have toy? We have the toy, yeah. Let's take this off and see if we can find. If this basically, someone can find something on this one. And I think it's huge. The size of the armament next to it. If I was doing a giant tank, that thing would have been perfect. No. No. Oh. So far, I like his right there. We have to build this thing. Probably don't have to build it. It's not hard to build a submarine. It's really not. But still, I gotta build. We're building everything else. I just want to make it. Something's got to be easy on this. Let's check one more page on eBay. Somebody's gonna have something here. Everybody has the same stuff. Somebody's gotta have something different, unique, special. Where's the book? What I gotta put together? Boy, 16.5 inches. That is not going to fit in the tank at all, period. 17 inches. No, it's not going. Some reason why I got headaches today. $75. I'm not dropping a $75 sub into the water to fit the oil. Alright, I'm going to go get that other one. It's just... because what we're looking for here is just becoming a headache. That's 4.8 inches. That's not going to work. That's definitely not going to work. Nope. Where's the other one at? Where's that other one at? Get out of here. Let me see. And the blocks, man, they're perfect. They're absolutely perfect. They're perfect built subs. But it's a block system. This it already comes put together. I'm good with that one. But no, it's not coming put together. I got to put it together. What is the size on this one? Oh, it's in centimeters. Well, that's going to do me a world of good. We got this one right here. Extra size, please. Oh, we had one down here. It was perfect. We should have went with that one. Let me see. What are you? Oh, this is it right here. This one's, let me see. It's got lights on it. It doesn't even look like a sub. It looks like something that you stick a bunch of people in to explore some part of the ocean. It doesn't even look like a nuclear war. It doesn't even look close enough to it. Man, are you kidding me? Oh, this is the stuff that frustrates the daylights out of me. Like, really? How hard is it to find a nuclear sub? Like, really? Oh, man. I'm telling you, this is what stresses me out right here. Realistic nuclear submarine. Oh, better put toy in there because they might just make us. I want a real actual submarine. Timo. We don't do Timo. All right. How hard is the brick system to put together? Right, okay. How many pieces? Is it already put together? Are we bricking this thing? Oh, flash. I've got flash installed on my plate. What are you talking about? One piece is right. Oh, this thing is huge. Let me see. I'm building experience. Now when you're putting everything else together yourself, it's not. Oh man, this thing has all kinds of electrical parts and all that stuff attached to it. Man, not today. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I like the size of it. It's perfect. I'm tempted to build my own now. But I think the other one that was around, 6 inches would have been perfect. All right, giant eels. I ain't going over here. What the frick are you watching over here? Let me see. No, space. And this thing right here, man, this doesn't even look like a submarine to me. It doesn't feel. I'm not feeling it. I want a warship. This right here is doable, but it's too. They're not giving me the size. What's the height of this thing? All right. Let's watch the video on this. Internet. All right. It has to be 6 inches. We need a roughly 6 inches. What do we have here? 6.7 inches. 6.7 inches. It's got a nice little war design to it. We're going to have to upgrade it. Maybe add some parts onto it to basically give it a little bit more to it. But we have here 6.7 inches. What are the colors we have for this thing? We got anything in black? Yeah, but like that camouflage got to go. Gotta repaint this thing. I need to be jet black. So we got 6.7 inches, 6.7 inches. they were roughly that big. I would say that's a perfect size on what we need right there. 6.7 inches. Yeah, judging by his hand, he's like this. Or sorry, like that. Like that. This is perfect. 6.7 inches. 6.7 inches. Wait a minute. 6.7 inches. Oh, they're going with the box. What the freak do I care about the box size for? 5'9"? Are you kidding me? That would have been perfect. I'm looking at the box size. First of all, if it's that small, how are you gonna freaking find it anyway in your pool? You don't even want to see it. Doesn't even have a built-in camera. You're not gonna see that. Something for a fish tank, yeah. But I couldn't imagine that. All right. Back to square one. Back to what the freak? Seriously? I love how they blow it up. They make it seem so huge. It's not even that big. I should find my buddy who did models. He didn't build it for me. It's gonna bug me. This is literally what I'm gonna be doing. When I get home, I'm gonna be on the phone. Just looking. I find a submarine and then get to the point like, you know what, we're just gonna build it ourselves. Because how far can it be to build a submarine? Really telling me truthfully by looking at this. This is $123. A building block. The best ones are the freaking building blocks. They got the best ones are the building blocks. These are the best ones. This one right here is not even going to fit in the tank. It's going to be in the tank. I got to basically put it in a way that we have to wreck it because that's like it's sunk because the only way it's going to fit in the tank unless it's sink. I don't know what when it sinks in the tank. What do we have here? Building model. Gee, where's the weeds? Anything here on building model? No. Build over here. Nope. 240 bucks. Don't want to spend that at the end of the day. That's too much money. When you're too small, freaking reactors are bigger than you. $145. This thing's got to be remote control. That's $74. I'm not gonna spend $74 for a machine. No. What do you got right here? What do you? Oh, 133. Sheesh. I'm going to have to build it. Definitely going to have to build it. Can never get what we want. It's hard to get stuff that you want because then they don't even make what you want. Basic submarine. How hard is it to get a toy submarine? Really hard. Just to get a toy submarine. Freaking nuts. There's $71 for a submarine. I don't mind paying it, but jeez, come on, man. I should be getting something better than that. That's $519. You know that thing ain't small at the end of the day. That's 148, 145. We just can't get this. It's 300. It's all orange. I'd rather be outside playing lawn darts right now. This is just downright stupid. Can't find a basic submarine. Toy nuclear submarine. Let me just put down submarine. This is actually pretty nice right here. It's got wheels at the bottom. That's the part that triggers me. It's got wheels at the bottom. Why do we have wheels at the bottom? Block system. Block, blah, 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 block. Blockity, block. All blocks are the block systems. That's 12 inches. That's not going to say 12 inches. 12 inches. It's a model. Let me put it together. This is where my brain starts to hurt. And I gotta go huddle in a corner somewhere and just basically just deal with it. Block set. Jeez. Really? Put together. Can we get something put together? And then we got this right here. I'll have to modify it. Oh, nobody has a summary. I miss Toys R Us. I could go there and get whatever the freak I want. Let's see what we got here in images. I never knew it was this hard to get a freaking submarine. Like, never knew it was going to be this hard. Just get a basic submarine. If they look like big bloated fish, or basically the slim thin ones I want, that's what I want. What do you have here? Please don't be a block system. That one's perfect, but it's got wheels at the bottom of it. That we find it on eBay. We did not find it on eBay. Yellow submarine. Oh. Alright, people. I want to try and enjoy the rest of your day. Alright, we're going to go through madness for a little bit. Try to find a freaking submarine. If not, we'll just build it. We're going to build a submarine. Just build a submarine. Just I'll build it. I get exactly what I want. I get the size I want. I'll just build a nuclear submarine. That's what we'll do. Jeebus Louise. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it that hard just to find a freaking submarine. Either it's a block building system, or it's this big old bulky bloated one we have over here, or basically it's something that's going to cost me $300-400. Just a basic submarine. We don't have a basic submarine for kids. Kids don't have a basic freaking submarine. Oh, there we go, right there. There's a yellow submarine. We're not going in that direction. You don't know whether to laugh or cry if that thing jumps up in the battlefield. Like, I don't know whether we blow it up and we feel bad for blowing it up, or we feel like boys or bays just laugh at it because it's just here. Which is funny. It probably has some huge, massive death ray on it to take out everybody else's stuff. Well, I told you about that freaking movie I saw. This is a short film about this huge, massive, giant, intergalactic starship. And this little tiny ship just popped up out of nowhere. And they're looking at it, laughing, like, oh. And basically that thing pulls out this little tiny cannon and it obliterated the whole freaking starship. Was going to turn into ash. It was just floating away into little brimmers of stars all over the place. It destroyed it. I was like, interesting. Yes. We're gonna never find it. Timo has it. But, we don't shop at Timo. I'm not going there. You don't want to know my theory on why I don't shop at Timo, but I just don't shop here. I'm not a big fan of shopping. No, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. It's a Pandora's box. We're just not gonna. What are you? Oh, it's a stuffed toy ship. It's stuffed. How did he stuffed? I can see the shine coming off of it. Oh man. Come by the river. Then we go to eBay, pick this thing up, be done. We finish. Oh, we can get tanks. We can get tanks galore. We get all the tanks we want. Tank a lot. Everything we want. Just can't find a freaking submarine. Can't find one freaking submarine. Let's just go with toy submarine. Maybe that'll make it more easier than looking for a nuclear submarine. We just get a toy. Well, somebody wants one here for $500. $500. That thing better do a whole lot of stuff. That's $1,000 for that one. Jeez, these got to be the top, the big boy toys. It's gotta be big boy toys. Is it pre-assembled? I mean, I can imagine if it was pre-assembled, you could take it apart. That'd be nice, and I could just leave it at that. Going down the river. And they look very serious, or they look kiddie-ish. Yeah, I have no idea what the freak that thing looks like. That's beast. That's beautiful, man. Oh, probably gonna have to go with this thing at the end of the day. That one looks nice, but it's not big enough. Is it too small? Are they too big? I don't know the difference. That's what I tell people. Take up. Oh, I remember these little boat sightings when I was a kid. Oh my goodness! Wow, that brings back memories. I had these when I was a little boy. Little boats like that snap together. You can play around with. Oh, pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, submarines you put baking soda in. Oh, you're perfect. Building block kit. Coat kit. Why do I have to put you together? Why? You're perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright. Kind of froze here, did we not? No, we didn't ask for all this. Didn't ask for it. Alright, it's cheap, it breaks, we really don't care, so we're sitting in a tank anyway, what do we care? Oh man. Alright. I'm gonna get through this nightmare myself. Y'all enjoy y'all night or evening. I gotta go finish this research on this. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless. Can't figure out what, but can't find